This is, and always has been, and will be, the greatest spectacle in racing. This is the Indianapolis 500.
Get ready, green, 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 green.
Scott McLaughlin in the yellow submarine leads the field to green. Will Power is on the outside.
Look back though at Santino Ferrucci. It's Stars and Stripes goes right to P4. Ferrucci's on the hunt with the three Penske's leading.
Further back, I think the blue and orange car of Scott Dixon.
Crash!
Oh, we got a crash at the back.
That's Marcus Ericsson. Around goes Pietro Fittipaldi.
And I believe is that Catherine?
Tom
no, 66.
Blomqvist, the Meyer Shank Racing rookie.
And his mastery at Monterey continues. In 4 races, it's been a podium every time. Alex Palou has won the second time at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. And takes Ganassi of Alex Palou. A couple of corners left. Pato Award by 2 car lengths on the main straightaway. He weaves, he wiggles, Award wins. McLaren.
Flag, you just won it.
But today, here at Road America, the Expo Grand Prix is all about Will Power. Power ends a 2-year winless drought by winning here.
Congrats. Finally.
Finds to win here at Long Beach. He's had podiums since, but he's going to go back to the winner's circle. Scott Dixon wins the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach in the most improbable way. And regulations of the push to pass. He was last in the championship points after that DQ. He has answered it emphatically. Scotty Mack, McLaughlin wins at Barber for back-to-back years. And now he's going to do it back-to-back. Joseph Newgarden is a 2-time Indy 500 winner. Oh my goodness.
Side by side, a little bit behind the top 10, it looks like. We see some of the Meyer Shank cars side by side, teammates off at 2, all single file. Then we see the McLaren teammates side by side into 3.
Looks like the Meyer Shank drivers are too wide. It's Joseph Newgarden there in that red number 2 is stalking, looking for his opportunity. He'll go high once again into turn 1.
You would get a free pit stop. How we're leaving it. There you go, guys. The yellow flag is out. Nice clean in for the 10. Nice clean out, Kev.
And he makes it to
Iowa Speedway. Let's see how this works out with the first restart of the day.
Watch the yellow and white car of Scotty Mack. There are some lap cars between him and the leaders as McLaughlin looking to pass along with Colton Herta to the high side.
Here comes Dixon on his teammate. Couldn't quite get it done on Kiffin Simpson. Around the outside of Stingray Rob goes Scotty Mack.
Scott definitely taking advantage of the fact that the high line was swept during that yellow corner that took some front end away from him. Now he's going to fire it into 3 side by side. These two working it. Ferrucci up 7 spots since the restart.
But Kirkwood has the draft as he comes off the corner. Graham Rahal's car helps break the air and Kirkwood able to suck up. I think there was contact there. I think I saw smoke off the right rear.
With the number 60.
Broken right rear, it looks like, for Felix Rosenqvist. You can see the team loading.
Scott McLaughlin is the first of those running at the front to come in. So everyone wants to stay out as late as possible. Remember,
Leopard right now, there's Will Power at speed on track. There is Pelot. It's going to be to Power right now, but the momentum is with Pelot.
Can you imagine if Power can pull off this most improbable win? Look at this, here comes Alex Pelot!
Protect the bottom, all clear.
Protect the bottom is the call, and Will does that.
Pelot.
It may not be the king of corn country, his teammate Joseph Newgarden or Scotty Mack, who won last night, but the 43-year-old Australian is about to get win number 43. Will Power victorious for the first time at Iowa Speedway. From 22nd on the grid, and Stingray Rob is upside down. Massive crash at the end of this race. Rossi, Ed Carpenter, and Kyle Kirkwood.
Heading into the back straight, all sorts of chaos. That was strange. He was
from Toronto, Herta, black and yellow on the inside. How much will his teammate Kirkwood challenge him from the outside? They're side by side for third.
3 or 4 wide behind. Are we going to get someone in the wall? I see Christian Rasmussen, Santino Ferrucci. Also big damage to the AJ Foyt machine as the rest of the field files through.
Colton Herta, brilliant job through the final corner. He has to get a good exit right here. Keep it smooth. No big slides as the field single file until Pato O'Ward makes a move on Marcus Ericsson. That was textbook. Well done. So the orange and blue car of Scott Dixon. Was there any Yes, there was. So Canapino turned in to the right rear of Scott Dixon.
Start for Herta. Maybe a little bit of challenge back there and forth for Rosenqvist. In his single file, we get through one.
Rosenqvist going to defend to the inside, going to make Joseph go the long way around, but can Joseph do the dummy? He does. That is textbook Newgarden. Goes way, way deep, a full car.
We'll see where Dixon blends in here once everybody else cycles through.
Maybe keeping an eye on Grosjean Armstrong in that situation to see where he comes out on the main straight. There goes McLaughlin. Oh, he's going to move up significantly.
Scout. Oh, problem on the left rear. The left rear is loose. He's trying to launch. They're trying to get him to stop. They missed getting that left rear tight.
As well for Herta. Smooth stop for him. Who wins the race off pit road between these two? Looks like Colton's going to get it.
Boy, that car was dropping just as the right rear got the wheel nut on. Those were with AutoNation and Kyle Kirkwood.
Rosenqvist, turn 3 runoff.
Oh man, it's been a brutal two laps.
No!
Marcus Ericsson was just coming out of the pits.
Shaping up to be such a good comeback drive. Let's see. Oh, big dive from Rosenqvist. I think he got into the back of the 28. I was just saying that a yellow could make this game on.
It's not my fault. It has a little bit of a cushion too. It's McLaughlin that is going to think about Dixon for third.
Kind of surprised that Kirkwood didn't jam up onto the back of Herta a little closer. Screens. Well used as Pato O'Ward sideways, and Marcus Ericsson. Oh boy! Oh my goodness! Santino Ferrucci launches inverted.
And just about a third of the field has been collected. The big one here on the streets of Toronto, and first into 1, then into 3. McLaughlin taking a little look, not close enough.
Great start from both the Andretti Global drivers as McLaughlin's looking racy.
Working with his teammate there. Big wiggle for David Malukas. And now
McLaughlin's in the wall.
Oh. Who was that? Was that his teammate
Power.
or was that?
Dixon, Power, a little further back. Pelot.
Pelot looking a little defensive there as David Malukas might have a run on the backstretch, and we understand that Race Control has reviewed the incident with Power and McLaughlin, and the number 12 driver, Will Power, will have to do a drive-through.
Colton Herta dominates the weekend, leads every session for the first time in IndyCar history, and Herta has won for the first time in over 2 years. has the early jump.
McLaughlin looking great up front, and it's Newgarden and Will Power teammates side by side as Power goes to the high side.
All clean through 1 and 2 as they funnel down the back straight.
But he's going to try to go back right around the right side by side. Kirkwood, and they almost touched.
They did touch. I saw a puff of smoke there. Meanwhile, Joseph Newgarden was making a move.
Radio transmission saying watch out for left rear.
Marcus Erickson, who's moving up the fourth, and Joseph Newgarden, 3 wide a little further back.
I think that was Kyle Kirkwood in the middle of that 3 wide, smartly got out of it. That rarely works out for the guy in the middle of a corner.
Meanwhile, further back, I think this is what led to the issue. Rinus VK getting crossed up, and then Grosjean gets into the back of Connor Daly.
Kirkwood gets in the back of Kirkwood, who gets into the Lucas for the lead, down into turn 3. He's going to get it easily as they fall in line through 4.
So it's a Penske to the front.
Green 12, Fox.
And he thinks it's an engine.
Yeah, it sounds off. The driver can hear it, can feel it from inside. That is Kiffin Simpson. Big hit. Start for Malukas. You've got Graham Rahal in the mix there, a lap down.
Well, Malukas spun up the rears coming off turn 4 and almost lost it. That allowed Scotty Mack in the number 3 Team Penske car to jump Malukas.
At the back half of the race car. So devastation here for Ericsson. Been the best Andretti car so far.
Coming through. Can he hang on? Newgarden going around.
That's what I was talking about. That light gray is so dangerous up high.
All clear behind, all clear behind.
What a save. Turn 4.
He'll look to the inside on Will Power. This could be effectively for the win. Side by side with Kevin. They touch. And he goes around. Heavy damage for David Malukas.
Bond. They can't.
How do you do a 5.1 second pit stop?
Because you would need almost no fuel.
And the championship leader, Palou.
Newgarden really slow to bring him to speed as there's a crash with Rossi and Power.
In the back, you see Jack Harvey as well. Connor Daly gets some debris. This might cause a red flag, guys.
And here we go again. Is this the final restart? And it's a great jump for Newgarden. The battle is going to be back there for third. Championship leader Palou under attack from his teammate Linus Lundqvist going around the outside.
The rookie looking racy, Lundqvist to the high side. Boy,
the championship lead, but for his teammate Linus Lundqvist, he wants that podium. He had one earlier this year at Barber Motorsports Park. He is all over the 26 of Colin Herta.
There now, he's there.
Side by side, Lundqvist, the rookie, on Herta, and he's got him up to third. He's the king of corn country. Is he now the master on the mighty Mississippi? 5th time for a win at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Joseph Newgarden has won in St. Louis. Let's go from Portland, and what a run for Will Power coming down into turn 1.
It was an early jump from Ferrucci. That gave Power the draft, but he's trying to hold it on the outside, side by side, and one Power is going to take it around the outside of 2.
I thought Ferrucci touched right front to left rear of Will Power. It looks like he comes away unscathed, but Will Power being bold and decisive into the first corner.
Today,
he's made a great start, up from 6th on the grid to 4th. And we see some moves now. That's on to Dixon into turn 7. Is that Kirkwood? We've seen this before, Townsend. Drivers getting pushed wide on the exit there. Dixon falling like a rock.
Massive penalty.
Contact.
This will be a big hit.
Dixon hard into the wall. One of the championship contenders is out and done. Back toward the chicane, this time single file.
How aggressive is Romain Grosjean with the championship leader, but further back, Newgarden getting defensive with Kirkwood there.
Kirkwood trying to make moves after that engine penalty knocked him down a bunch of spots in qualifying. Both of those drivers on those softer red sidewalled Firestones.
Will Anderson, the engineer, said if the Reds are struggling, we can pit about lap 17 and do blacks to the end if we wanted it to. I think that may be their plan here. That's what Pato goes to. They'll have to run long on this as well. There's the wing change waiting on fuel. Palou's tires released. Let's watch the blend.
That was not a great stop, Dylan. 9.2 seconds for Alex Palou as Power comes down the front straight.
Headed down towards the chicane, and Power is going to maintain the advantage.
Easily gets it done.
He was trying to go around Romain Grosjean. Let's watch again on board. The game bridge on board with Herta. Is there contact? There is.
So who was that in front?
They went from scuffed reds to blacks, but no complaints from Ferrucci.
And Power is very safely out. Look at that gap for Power for Alex Palou. Now just
Used reds, no stickers for Palou, so let's watch the blend.
Best stop of the leaders, though, a 6.0 for Alex Palou, but it still won't be enough as Will Power fires right by.
Power is gone by multiple car lengths, but big for Alex Palou that he 101 laps led. He went 2 years without a win. Now in 2 months, Will Power has won 3 times. Power wins at Portland to keep his championship hopes alive.
Wait up.
And it's McLaughlin with the early jump. Malukas tucked in at second. Battles further back.
Here comes Linus Lundqvist going way high on David Malukas to try to take second place. Some tire smoke as they go 3 wide further behind.
Almost certainly contact mid-pack there as Pato O'Ward tries to take a look, and they're 3 wide. Rinus VeeKay down the inside as corner.
Knows when you need it.
For the Honda, the number 8, Linus Lundqvist down low, trying to make it stick here. He's got the clean air, and look, all boxed in is McLaughlin from Kiffin Simpson, and there is a pass for the lead.
And that's his teammate with Ganassi in front. Kiffin Simpson trying to stay on the lead lap. McLaughlin looking to fight back.
I don't know, he looks to be going just fine right now. Let's take another look at what Newgarden's talking about.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, big save.
Forward, but on track, guys, we
Yellow,
have a caution.
on the backstretch.
Looks like Catherine Legg off of 2. Still moving. I wonder if Joseph Newgarden did.
All right, time to go again. Scott McLaughlin in front, Stingray Robbins second. Then we'll keep an eye on Herta, O'Ward, Rossi, and some fast cars coming.
Down there.
It's Marcus Armstrong trying to unlap himself. He got unlucky with that yellow. Perfectly clean racetrack, though, by virtue of the sweepers, James, and they're stacking wide.
We saw some big moves on the initial start. Connor Daly won when we see Grosjean there looking.
The gray there on corner entry. Everybody very nervous
here we
as
go.
O'Ward is making the move.
Side by side, Pato O'Ward has moved in front of Scott McLaughlin to take the lead in Milwaukee.
4 car in front of you.
And that's
Laps down.
that.
Erickson and Newgarden come together, and both are in the wall.
Nice.
Both drivers had benefited so
you
much
can't do that. That's not okay.
from.
Again from the Milwaukee Mile, good start from Pato O'Ward. Here goes Palou getting around some traffic.
Palou wastes no time. McLaughlin side by side with Ferrucci, though.
Will Power moved up in front of Ferrucci. Ferrucci had a great run of momentum, and now that's checked everybody up. Look at the teammate. Oh no, that's VeeKay on the inside.
Should be his final stop. Never know though if there's a late caution. If anybody has fresh Firestones, would anyone in the lead group come
And the
in?
caution's out. The caution has come out.
A loose wheel for somebody. It's a front wheel and tire. Just finishing a pit stop, and it's the 26 of Colton Herta again with another great chance for a strong oval result. If not his first oval win, he'll have to come in.
And likely his championship hopes are going away with this mishap. Mile.
Saw some side-by-side action almost before we got to the start-finish line. It's Palou that I'm looking at. He makes a move, and in front, Connor Daly up high on Lundgaard. Going to keep his foot in the throttle, try to get Lundqvist while he's at it. He's got the momentum.
Here, Kyle Kirkwood. There's Grosjean to the inside. And it's just a big squeeze with 3 wide. That is a miracle that Kyle Kirkwood hung on to that thing. When Christian Rasmussen is doing a really great, solid job. As here comes Will Power on Ferrucci. Looks to the inside.
Trying to get to second. Power.
Oh,
They just about touched. Maybe they did, but Power is through. And Ferrucci charges on, but Connor Daly is going to pounce. And Connor Daly has moved up to third. 5. Championship may not be in play for Pato O'Ward this year, but he's going to join Will Power as a 3-time winner in 2024. Pato O'Ward has won at the Milwaukee Mile.
Hell yeah, man.
updating in real time, James. 16 points separates Palou from Will Power. The whole championship is wide open before the
Red, white, and black Verizon car, and there's no start.
Oh,
Big
crash!
Power got through.
Back it down, back it.
Through.
Okay, go for it.
Joseph Newgarden out from pole position 2 days in a row.
Back as they run, starting from second. Lundqvist, Rossi, Award. Let's go again from Milwaukee. And Rossi taking a look right down there on Lundqvist. Can he get him through two?
3 wide behind them, and same old story. Connor Daly living up there in Schechterville, USA, in that third lane, making moves early. Has the pace advantage as he goes by now. Scott McLaughlin, he's got to contest with this lap traffic. Linus Lundqvist, the number 8, first car that Power will get to.
And what's going on with Connor Daly in the pit lane and sitting there in a caution because David Malukas is slowing. That's Alexander Rossi in the papaya and white and black car behind. Third is Scott McLaughlin. Don't forget about Pato Award on the charge at fourth.
Just looking at that left front wing here for Pato Award as we ride on board thanks to Aero. Doesn't look like there's any damage, maybe just a little bit more vibration. Hybrid, something's going on where they really can't deal with it, where they sit as Pato car. We're on board with Kirkwood, but have a look at Stingray Robb up ahead. Big old snap, tank slapper off of turn 2.
Jump, remember there's still lap traffic to deal with, so Dixon is going to have to get by in that orange and blue car, trying to get by there for second in the race, but he's not second in line.
The second in line was Connor Daly, using the Connor Daly line up top to get around the lap car of Catherine Legg.
Oh, here comes Santino Ferrucci again. 3 wide, a crash, Graham Rahal.
Hard into the wall for Rahal, spun all the way around 360 degrees.
Attack Rossi, let's go again from the Milwaukee Mile, and Will Power is around.
Right,
He was in play to
You gotta
take
keep
the
it running. Keep it
championship
running. Go,
lead,
go, 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 go.
and he's made contact, but he may not be out.
He got it refired, that's huge.
Unbelievable. A spin on the restart. Very little contact. I don't think any damage.
Rossi takes them back to green. Scott Dixon is going to get by Connor Daly. Many laps down. That blue car is Scott McLaughlin. He is third in the race, but has some more traffic to deal with.
Look at Ferrucci squeezing too high there.
You got some clear racetrack now. Use it. Look after your tires.
And let's see
Everyone
what
is pitted now.
kind of lap times Colton Herta could do and compare them to McLaughlin. Got a little bit wide.
Colton Herta shut down the inside line, but it's going to cost him. McLaughlin with the run up the inside. He'll have the point.
Side by side. How close do you want it? They almost touch. McLaughlin to the front of Milwaukee, and Herta fights right back on the outside. Herta regains the lead.
What a comeback on the outside from Colton. I don't think McLaughlin was expecting that at all. He's going to take another crack at it. Great run off of 4. In the draft, he pulls out.
Here comes
Look at
McLaughlin
Will. He's there. He's got a wing
with
on
the
you.
Cambridge on board. That's our view looking left.
By himself.
McLaughlin is clear.
112 laps down in the middle of a podium fight as we got a yellow Stingray Robb in turn 2.
Tires and fuel, and he is also down the way.
4.8 seconds for Alexander Rossi and Aero McLaren. Heck of a pit.
Jump. Dixon has a run on Rossi, and he zooms to second. Dixon is on the charge. Herta going around the outside up to third.
I think that move from Dixon caught Rossi off guard.
But all you can do is what's available. Scott McLaughlin has been quick all weekend. He loves the history of motorsports. There's not much more historical than the Milwaukee Mile. In the Indycar return, Scott McLaughlin has won again on an oval.
Yes. Let's go, boy.
What does Will Power do here in the first corner? He looks high behind his Team Penske teammate, Joseph Newgarden. Will Power goes to the high side looking for third.
And there's 3 wide behind. Pretty sure that's Santino Ferrucci. No surprise there. Is Kirkwood under pressure from Newgarden. He's pitting. There's a problem.
The lap belts. Remember, that happened to A.J. Allmendinger when he was leading the Indy 500.
Easy for the driver to notice, but either way, Kyle Kirkwood will have to do the job in the cockpit to make the adjustments as the caution is out for the first time. And oh no, we just talked about Rosenquist.
The super speedway battle seems to be best for second right there. Keep an eye on Malukas going side by side for Herta. Malukas on the low side trying to get to second.
That racetrack still looks pretty dirty to the high side. Herta is flirting with that dirty edge of the groove, but he's making it work.
Big defensive move from Ericsson down in the back.
And we see Catherine Legg going around and rolling through the grass, and the second caution has come out. At the Nashville Super Speedway. You got lap traffic in the mix to sort things out. That is Scott Dixon right behind him, second in line, but he's not on the lead lap.
But it's David Malukas trying to make the move on Joseph Newgarden for the first driver on that strategy. Rossi up front, Dixon not able to mix
it into the wall.
Caution flag is out.
On a different strategy. The others, can they make it home? Little battle further back. Colton Herta's been fast in that white, yellow, and black car, trying to move forward, and he's got side-by-side action in front of him. Kyle Kirkwood still on the attack, too, as we ride the game bridge on board and look up. The Bus Bros are mixing it up right now. McLaughlin low side. Newgarden on the high side. They're racing for a 10th right now, and McLaughlin is through.
Kevin, here is the story with Alex Palou. Just checked with Barry Wanzo, the strategist. He stayed 4 laps longer, pitted 4 laps later, but they will still have to come for a final splash of Shell fuel.
Can you make it home on fuel? And they responded, yes. Pato O'Ward can make it these last 14 laps.
In the DHL car.
This is huge. This really allows Colton Herta to close on O'Ward with him jammed up, and now Will Power mixing things up.
That is not what he wants to see there. You see Rossi, his teammate, coming up behind him. He might not get involved in this. And he's got to be patient. He's been so good in traffic, Townsend. You don't want to force the issue, but this is for the lead of the race with less than 10 to go.
And look at the traffic right in front. That is the soon-to-be champion, Alex Palou. And Pato O'Ward gets below him. Herta has to stay on the pedal going around the outside, trying to stay in touch with Pato O'Ward.
And Stingray Rob pushes O'Ward high.
O'Ward goes high. Colt goes low. He's side by side. He's going to have the inside line into 3, and Herta is through.
But once again, he's done what he has to do. And Colton Herta, who lives in Nashville, Tennessee, has now conquered an oval for the first time. Herta wins the season finale in Nashville. Finishes second in the championship. Third time in the season. Georgia Henneberry is there.
And you can see the joy from the team. You can see it on Pato O'Ward's face. A 3-time winner this season. And this one is going to mean the world to the team who worked so hard.